instead of thinking about when you walk into a bar or a club or anything, the club just changed because you walked in. But you may feel insignificant, and you may feel like you're lost or that no one's paying attention to you.
Right.
People are. People see you. And they're changing their behavior based on what they see you do and what they think about you. And so regardless of whether or not that should be true, it is. Right? We change our behavior. And it's a survival mechanism. It's the reason why we are the dominant species. At the time of this video being shot, we were the dominant species. I'm not sure if Caesar from Planet of the Apes would agree. But so yeah, we are basically changing our behavior based on what other people are doing. You know, and you have to remember, and this may sound really elementary and silly, but the truth is, I didn't realize this forever. Maybe I'm stupid, and maybe you're smart. I don't know, but I know that for me, I didn't even think about the fact that I was affecting everybody. That when I walked into a place, I affect the environment. And it changes because I'm there. And then when you realize that though, you can start to play around with it a little bit. You walk into an environment and you want everybody to like you? Okay. Walk in, do a specific series of things, and everyone will all of a sudden be having a great time, right?
You were talking about value earlier, and also kind of like, I took it as intention. So should, you know, say somebody walks into the club, what should they kind of visualize, or should they set an intention before they go in the club?
This is going to be really easy to do. If you have an iPhone, this is super easy to do, because the new iPhones have a location-based reminders, which is really cool. So you can be like, remind me when I get here, remind me, and your phone will buzz or beep or something, right? Do this before you go out to the club. Go into your phone, type in the address into like a contact somewhere, right? Just write the name of the club in your contacts. You don't have an iPhone, I'll show you how to do this in a minute another way. But and then set a reminder. It says, remind me when I get to the club, and then write something that makes you laugh. Like whatever it is funny. Like Family Guy clips, you know, like Peter Griffin's laugh, you know. So like you write whatever it is, you know, whatever it is down that makes you laugh, or a joke or something, an inside joke, and then you set a reminder, and then just forget about it. Just go on do whatever you want to do, and as soon as you show up to the club, your phone will buzz. You'll pick it up, and right before you walk in, you'll look, and as soon as you do that, you'll laugh, and you'll smile as you're walking in. This is very, very, very important, because the first stage in the map of interaction is called introduction phase, right? This is I've taken this away from originally this is from sales, actually, forever ago. So sales kind of put this together, and then this brilliant guy who I think gets a really bad rap is Eric Markovic, or Mystery. And he is really smart for taking this sales thing and applying it to this. I think it was really brilliant. And I pick things apart, and this thing is on. It works, right? But there's a few things that I had to change. One of those was the very beginning, which is that if you're really not approaching a girl or whatever it is, like it used to be approach was the original. That's not really whenever it first happens. She's starting to decide who you are as soon as she sees you. There's a great book called Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, and if you haven't read it, I recommend it. And he talks about how we make split-second decisions, and how we do that, and how accurate that is. And sometimes it's very accurate, sometimes it's not, you know. But we typically trust those blink decisions. They're what we call gut feelings, right? And so when a girl sees you walk in for the very first time, she'll say, however you look when you first walk in, she'll think you're like that all the time. So if you walk in smiling, she's going to think that you're a really radiantly happy dude, right? If you walk in intimidated, she's going to think that you're a weak, submissive, you know, wimp. And then if you walk in kind of like overcompensating by like looking around like this, you know, she's going to think that you're like a lying Rico Suave kind of dude, you know, a player, whatever. So you want to give off the best vibe possible when you first walk in. And whenever you become a blip on the radar of people that exist in the world, you know, she doesn't know you exist before that, but now she does, she sees you. Even if she's not looking directly at you, remember, your subconscious mind is seeing your periphery, and it's picking all that up and putting it in place, right? So she's going to instantly have a decision about whether or not she's interested in you. So you really need to walk in with something good on your head, whatever it is. As soon as you get in, after that, the biggest mistake I see guys do is they walk in and they start doing this, looking around. This is called sharking. Right? Like you got a fin on top of your head and you're like, right? Looking for a weak and bleeding prey, you know? And you're just trying to figure out who you can pick off, right? Who can I approach that's not going to reject me? Don't do this. Every guy does this, don't do this. Instead, you want to do something like something called the bar walk is great. you know, you can call it the club walk if you want, but I call it the bar walk. And this is where, as soon as you walk in, you don't walk fast, but you don't walk super slow looking around a bunch. Yeah. You just look ahead, you know, maybe look at a couple people as you're walking by, but not too much, make some eye contact. But you don't stop and look around. You walk straight back to the bathroom and go to the bathroom. I don't care if you have to go to the bathroom or not. Mm-hmm. If you're in a group of friends, then you can't all go to the bathroom, right? Some of you have to go to different places. But you want to go somewhere, as if you have a purpose with your life. You're not there to pick up chicks, you're there to hang out, right? Mm-hmm. If you go to a place to pick up chicks, it's not going to work. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. Guys who go out to pick up chicks just get angry and get in fights. They're like, just super, or they try to get girls wasted so they're dumb enough and drunk enough to go home with them. It just doesn't work, you know? Right. And it needs to stop, really. It's not very effective, so don't do that at all. Instead, walk straight to the back if you can, and then, you know, over to the bar when you get out of the bathroom. If you want to order a drink, do that. Don't drink too much. You'll get silly. I mean, you'll start to be, you know, ridiculous. Is there a lot of that going on? Yeah. So you can't drink too much. Kind of keep that under check. And then walk outside, check your cell phone, text somebody, I don't care. Like, stand wherever the smokers are. You know, if you smoke, then smoke. I don't, but if you do, okay, go ahead and have a cigarette. Yeah. And talk to the smokers. Go back in. When you go back in, if there's another part of the bar, go through and find that part of the bar and check it out for a minute, right? Then come back. And after about 10 minutes of doing this, everybody in the entire bar has seen you, and everybody, or the club, and everybody thinks that you have a purpose, whatever it is. You're not there to get laid. You're there to, you know, go scope the place out, hang out. Maybe people think that you work there often. They're like, think that you're an owner or a bartender or a bar back or something. And then once you're done with that, you can start talking to people, right? Okay. But if you do it for 10 minutes, then you'll have exponential increase in success in whatever environment you do it. Now, if you don't do this, you can do what's called blowing out a venue, right? Blowing out a venue means that you go to a bar or a club or something, you don't do this, and because you haven't been paying attention to it, your value's been dropping the entire time you've been there, and then now approaching anybody is difficult, right? Have you ever had like a bad night where you go out and just everything sucks? Like, it just doesn't matter what you do, and you're like just feeling crappy, and you see somebody you think you can talk to, someone else was talking to, and you walk up and then you go, hey, what's going on? And they just reject you, like, you know, just relentlessly, and it just sucks, you know. And then some days you're on, and it's just like, yeah, I'm going, right? I'm doing my thing. Well, the days that you're on, you don't want anything. You're just kind of hanging out, and that's why the days that you start to have a good time, snowball. Well, snowball going up. Snowball, I guess you could say down, but down there is good, right? So in this case, the analogy is flipped. But either way, they start to snowball and be more and more and more and more and more amazing days, right? The girls become more attracted to you, guys are friendlier, right? It just seems like everyone, you know, everyone's being excited today. But the reason why is actually that you're making that happen. Okay. By how you interact with everybody when you first walk in.